Hello everyone, I am Nitish and this is Plums Initiative, which is Prelims Level Up MCQ series. Here we discuss 5 MCQs daily and this will help you in your UPSC preparation. Today is episode number 228 and I am dealing with Economics MCQ. But before starting this class, I would like you to please subscribe the channel and also like and comment on videos. These contents are free of cost, so for test series and foundation video, you can contact to Vysh sir on WhatsApp 7200 So let's begin. Today's MCQ number 1 is the Economic Survey 2022 and 23 mentions the report the Chief Economist Outlook 2023. In this context, which of the following organization releases this report? So the options are United Nations Development Programme, International Monetary Fund, World Bank and World Economic Forum. So I will give you 10 seconds, try to answer this question. So its correct answer will be option number D. That is, this report is released by World Economic Forum. Now let's look at the explanation. The Economic Survey, which is the current year Economic Survey, mentions about the Chief Economist Outlook 2023, which highlights India's opportunity to gain from global trend of supply chain diversification. The report of Chief Economist Outlook is released by World Economic Forum, which is the option number D. Now move on to MCQ number 2. E-Shram portal has been developed by option A, Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Ministry of Rural Development and Ministry of Finance. In the option number A, there is an error. It is basically a Ministry of MSME. So try to answer on the basis of that. So I will provide you 10 seconds, try to answer this question. So its correct answer will be option number B, that is Ministry of Labour and Employment. Now let's look at the explanation. Ministry of Labour and Employment has developed E-Shram portal for creating national database of unorganized worker, which will be seeded with Aadhaar. It contains details of name, occupation, address, occupation type, educational qualification, skill types for optimum realization of their employability and extend the benefits of social security schemes to them. It is the first ever national database of unorganized worker including migrant workers, construction workers, gig and platform workers. So whatever I am teaching to you, I try to put it in my content so that it will be easy for you to make the notes. That's why here we can say that the E-Shram portal has been developed by Ministry of Labour and Employment. Now MCQ number 3. Which of the following might not be a possible impact of tax rationalization? So the option A, it may reduce the incidence of tax evasion and improve revenue collection. It will increase the administrative burden on businesses and individuals in the long term. It may lead to redistribution of tax burden among different sections of the people. And option D, it may cause short-term disruptions to economic activity. So before answering this question, you have to focus on the question part that here it is mentioned that not be a possible impact of tax realization. So on the basis of that, you have to answer the question. So I will provide you 10 seconds, try to answer this question. So its correct answer will be option number B. The simpler tax system can reduce the administrative burden on business and individual, which can lead to increased economic efficiency. So here in the option B, we can see that here it is mentioned that it will increase the administrative burden on the business and individual in long term. That's why the statement number B is not a possible impact of tax rationalization. Now MCQ number 4. Consider the following statement regarding exchange traded funds, that is ETF. ETFs are passive funds listed and traded on stock exchange like shares. In an ETF, one can buy and sell units at prevailing market price on a real-time basis during market hours. Statement 3. Usually the fund manager selects stocks based on customer choice. So you have to identify the correct statement regarding exchange traded funds. A. 1 and 3, 2 only, 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and 3. I will give you 10 seconds, try to answer this question. So its correct answer will be option number C, which means only statement 1 and statement 2 are correct regarding ETFs. Now let's look at the explanation part. Typically, an ETF mirrors a particular index, which means the group of stocks in the ETF would be similar to those in the index that it is benchmarked to. They are traded on stock exchanges like shares, which is statement number 1. That traded on stock exchange like share, that's why statement number 1 is the correct one. Now, usually ETFs are passive fund where fund manager does not select stocks on your behalf. Instead, the ETF simply copies an index and endeavor to accurately reflect its performance. So here we can see that the statement number 2, in an ETF, one can buy and sell units at prevailing market price on real time basis during market hours, which is the statement number sorry, last point which I am going to teach you, that is, in an ETF one can buy and sell units at prevailing market price on a real time basis during the market hours, which is statement number 2. That's why the statement number 1 and statement number 2 are the correct one. The last MCQs of today's class. Consider the following statement. Import cover is the number of months of import that could be paid for by a country's forex reserve. Statement 2. The policy of import substitution aims to change the economic structure of the country by replacing foreign goods with domestic goods. And statement 3. RBI has declared that minimum 2 years of import cover is essential for stability of rupee. So you have to identify the correct statement. 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, and all of the above. So I will give you 10 seconds try to answer this question. So its correct answer will be option number A, which means only statement 1 and 2 are the correct one. Now let's look at the explanation. Import substitution is a strategy under trade policy that abolishes the import of foreign product and encourages for the production in domestic market. The purpose of this policy is to change the economic structure of the country by replacing foreign goods with domestic goods. Post-independence India adopted the policy of import substitution by imposing heavy tariffs on import duty. Import cover measures the number of months of import that can be covered with foreign exchange reserves available with the central bank of the country. 8 to 10 months of import cover is essential for the stability of a currency. So here we can see from the explanation that statement number 1 and statement number 2 are only correct one, whereas statement number 3 is the incorrect statement. So that's all for today's class. Hope you like the content and video. So next episode will be tomorrow. So please subscribe and stay tuned.